For the next 4 days I'm gonna be kayaking around Croatia's most secluded historic island, exploring its World War II remains and doing some fishing along the way. Howdy, from Croatia's most isolated inhabited island. Takes 5 hours to get here from the mainland, not by a kayak but with a ferry. So it's quite a long way, but at least that means there's not many people around. A bit over 700 to be exact. They're spread around on 46 square kilometers of land. For you Americans, that's about as much as 2,800 Walmarts. I don't have much of a plan, but I do know we don't have much daylight left, so I go as long as I can and hopefully find a campsite along the way. Do not like these waves though. I'm a hillbilly from the mountains, I don't know how to swim. Oh man, what am I doing? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can land my boat there, and if so, then I'm gonna call it quits for today. Hello fisherman. Might draw a map and show you where exactly I'm going, because everything looks the same out here. A bit of rocks, a bit of trees and a whole bunch of water. Time to dock the ship. Ship, not ship. No. There's those spiky balls. I don't know what they're called. Okay, let's go scout the area. Wow, there's so much trash. Look at that. What even is that? So wind versus calm. Got both the tent and the hammock, so in case I don't find any flat ground, still got the trees. And in case even the trees fail me, still got the kayak. Found no such thing as flat ground, but there are two pretty good looking trees here. First I wasn't sure, but now I am. Although I'm not sure from which animal. Maybe a little goat, rabbit. They've got their own little path here. I just asked my fellow ChatGPT friend and he said there are sheep and goats roaming around the island. Hope they don't mind me blocking their path. Whenever I pump this, I always almost pass out. Blah. I've been eating nothing but sandwiches for the past 2 days, so it's time for something a bit more proper. Got this bag full of food, it weighs almost 5 kilos. And start things off with my personal favorite. Žganci. I don't know if there's an English word for it because it's a traditional Slovenian farmer's food, but it's basically just clumps of buckwheat. Goose. They're already cooked, now I just have to warm them up a bit. I mean, it's not necessary, but well, it is necessary. The žganci needs to be warm and the milk needs to be cold. It's the only proper way to eat them. Whoa. Quick camera switch, because look at that moon. Wish I had a better zoom lens. People try all sorts of fancy stuff with it, but I prefer to keep it simple, the way it was meant to be. I don't know why I took out a fork, but usually that with a spoon. While you were away, the goat said make yourself at home, so I did. Okay, you got the reps in, now it's time to get the Z's in. I don't want to lose my ride. Alrighty, see you bright and early. Good night. Wakey wakey sleepyheads, it's time to go fishing. Flip flops are still wet. Whoa. And I need this. Got my bait in here. Also gonna need this and this. Where to now? Here, let's take a look. Pretending like I know what to look for. I don't know much about fishing, but one thing I do not lack is enthusiasm, so hope that helps me catch some fish. See that? These are all of my previous failed attempts. Bastard. There we go. That's not very nice of you. Scaring away my fish. Okay, I think that was our cue to stop. We get some nibbles, but nothing more than that. I'm gonna go clean up the base camp and go back to kayaking. Freshly caught sardines for breakfast. Caught from my bag.
One eternity later.
Oh, fine. It only took me like half an hour to get this packed. I got to buy a bigger one or minimalize my gear a bit. Just got an idiot proof myself and I'm ready to go. Wish I could clean up some of this trash, but I barely got room for myself in this boat. And if I take one slipper, it won't make a difference. Whoa. And the voyage continues. Next up, a World War II boat garage. Got to get around this corner so I have the current on my side. Despite its isolation, even this tiny island saw its share of World War II drama. Look, I'm not gonna pretend like I know much about World War II, but I did at least do some research about what happened here on the island. Talk you through it along the way. Oh, look at that guy. Want to race? Oh, it's on. Yeah, I thought so. Better hide that boat of yours. Let's see on the right. Only halfway. Thought for sure I was gonna see it any minute now. Okay, you win, but only because I let you. So don't have any ideas. Not making any excuses, but this paddle is too short. I'm calling an extra person's weight in this kayak. Not me, but backpacks. Nice little hidden beach, but not what I'm looking for. The boat garage should be behind that corner. The door on my camera is a bit broken, so it could die any minute and all of my footage would be lost and the whole trip ruined, but let's stay optimistic and say that won't happen. When I'm close to the coast, I can actually see how fast I'm going. Out in the open, not in the open, but when I'm further away, it feels like I'm staying in the same spot. A lot more peaceful on this side. Oh, remember that nice beach I was talking about? Yeah, so the boat shelter's there. Just skid right on past it. I thought I saw some concrete, but it didn't look like a boat shelter. It's not far, but I am backing the current now. Sometimes you just gotta pay the price if you're a bit dumb like me. Okay, now from this side it's a lot more obvious. But I wasn't looking from this side. My butt hurts already. This could have been a lot cooler place to camp at. There it is. Well, it's a boat garage. Let's go park ourselves. There's even tunnels. Might have to check that out. Stay. Oh no, we're losing it. 2 minutes max. Unfinished project. Nothing. That's it for this side. The one on the other side is also empty. And yep, that one as well. Oh well. It might be a good thing because I don't want to lose my boat. Bye. Gotcha. Battle scarred Hello Kitty. Okay, moving on. I got a lot of paddling to do on the next destination, but it's gonna be well worth it. There's supposed to be some cannons or machine guns left in the bunkers. I don't know what exactly because I'm not a war expert, but some kind of harmful stuff. Of course, I'm doing this right as the sun is at its highest. Might get burned like a forgotten toast, but at least I've got a new shirt on. I don't really believe in that crap because I've never gotten burned through a shirt before, but figured it will at least dry faster, but not even that. Well, at least it's white, so it doesn't absorb much heat. Maybe if you've got a skin condition, then of course it's better to be safe than sorry, but otherwise, I don't know, just don't even listen to me, I'm not the best example. Anyway, see that land in the distance? Yeah, it's not even halfway. Better get to work. The boat is rocking and the captain shows no fear. Pretty sure that's where I landed yesterday, somewhere here. Now I'm going way beyond that, behind there. But I look left and right to make sure there's no ferries before you cross. There's no need for another Titanic movie. My back started aching, so I had to switch poses. I'm gonna do that until my knees start aching, and then switch. Oh, sweet! If I don't find anything better at the bunkers, I'm gonna camp right here. Let me go see it up close. How nice is that? By the way, I've got the GoPro in my mouth, so that's why I sound so goofy. What a place. Completely isolated, only reachable by boat. Oh, making good progress. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to land my kayak there, but we'll figure something out. As I said, this plane is a bit loosey-goosey. I swear that was not a paid actor. Not very boat-friendly territory. A ball of war. And some bread. And a snack box is at the bottom of that bag, so we have to do. Alright, I do have peanut butter. Forgot about it. Yeah. Woohoo! Don't judge me. You would do the same if you were alone in the middle of the ocean, I mean sea. I never guess it's almost winter, but days like this are coming to an end. Well, back at home it already started. We dumped half a meter of fresh snow in the Julian Alps. So yeah, it was either this or suffering through wet, sticky snow. I'd say I made the right call. Now I run to something. I think I see some bunkers up there. I'm gonna take my phone out and get a better look. Oh yeah, there's flags up there. God didn't bless me with the sharpest eyes, but that's why I've got zoom lenses. Okay, I've got the bunkers on my left here, but I'm gonna keep going because there's a cave a bit further down and I'd like to check it now, because once I'm out of the water I don't feel like going back in. Ain't that cool. I'm going to take my phone out and take some pictures. I'm a tourist after all. I'm going to even spend the night in one of those. Oh, there's another one. Two more here. And another two here. but oh, can't wait to get out. Shouldn't be far away, maybe 1 or 2 corners like that one. Just hope it's not an underwater cave, because I don't really have any information other than a bookmark on Google Maps with no reviews. If it really is a cave, make sure to give it the first review, maybe some photos. You know what, forget about that cave, it's too far away. I thought it's gonna be closer. Let's just go see that bunkers. Oh, that looks sketchy as hell. Who's gonna carry the boat? The logs. Getting the boat unloaded is always the worst part. Bring out the big guns. It got completely torn apart. Oh no. Hope that thing doesn't start firing all of a sudden. Spooky. If this was on the mainland, it would be completely covered with graffiti. Whoa. Look at that. Bones are always a good sign. Any brain-eating amoeba. Centrala. Verband Mittelsatz. Many Germans watching this. Now I've got to spin it if there's a lever. Holy shit! Look at that guy. Why'd you have to jump out like that? Oh, some fresh air. Oh, and the gecko. He's got a freaking bee in his mouth. You see that? This thing is massive. Lockers. Yeah, this is a freaking maze. I'm guessing there's gonna be another one of those machine guns outside, or cannons. Oh yeah. Whoa. This one's still in one piece. For now. It's slowly but surely degrading. No way. Is this a missile? Looks like it. No. That couldn't do any harm. Another one here. Imagine you're a fisherman during the war and all of a sudden one of these things locks on your boat. What do you do? Another one. One more a bit higher up, and then that's it for the Coast Guard. Ooh. Sneaky snake. Yeah, they're just perfect for adventures like this one. Not hot, not cold. Oh wow. Shades. What do you need that for? It's not like there's any windows. Okay, moving on. What the heck are these things? Giant grass. That guy again. He's been following me around. Stalker. Okay, so you see that road? I'm gonna follow that to a former military base. Then if I have the time, I'm also gonna check out, I don't even know what exactly is up there, but some more World War II stuff. So yeah, let's get on with it before the sun goes down. Yeah, another dead end. If you're gonna do stuff like this, you better have glasses on to avoid eye pokes. Oh. Finally. Okay, I don't know much, but I'm gonna try my best to give you a brief history lesson, at least for those that know less than me. So, during the Second World War, Germans and Italians were allies, and they took over Yugoslavia, which Croatia was then part of. They tore apart the whole country and took over even remote islands like Lastova. The Italians were first to occupy the island, built outposts and controlled the sea routes, but in 1943 Italy surrendered to the Allies and switched sides, so then the Germans rushed in and took over the Adriatic. At the same time, strong resistance movement, the partisans, were fighting across the country to kick out the occupiers, and by 1945 we managed to do that. Yugoslavia was reunited and Lastova became a restricted military zone. Buildings, I don't know if that's from the war, it looks quite modern. Whoa! But that was a giant snake. Smells like goat poop. Don't fall on me now. Goat shelter. Holy. So much of this wooden floor. Look at that light. Two 2006, so it's not from that time. Do I dare to look in this toilet? No. There's so much stuff to see. Another one. Another one up there. I can't look at them all. Whoa. Big switches. Boom. How could I not? How much do I trust this? Not enough. Pažnja, visoki napon, opasno po život. Oh. Okay, we continue. The island's isolation and the fact that it was a restricted military base for decades after the war helped preserve its originality. As I said, if that was on mainland, it would be covered with graffiti and torn to pieces. Pretty sure that's the base. Yep. Morska vjeverica. Looks like someone's still using this. I don't even know what's going on in there. Almost looks bloody. Get the hell out of here. It's starting to look more and more like a horror movie. There's a whole car in there. And the scoot. Yeah, I don't really have time for that other stuff, but I think it's just a helipad and a memorial of some sort, or I don't know, something like that. Let's go back and see if my kayak's still there. What a sunset I just missed. Oh, beautiful. Took a bit of a different way back because I think there's another tunnel here that we missed. The one I was showing you from that bunker up on the hill. Ooh. Sealed off to the public eye. Work stuff and boat stuff. Lead the way, lights. Guess what? You can avoid all of those bushes. Oh well, live you learn. Haven't seen that yet. And now I think we're back. Yep, that's the right one. Now, where am I gonna sleep? Okay, I've settled for this. It ain't perfect, but what other choice do I have? Oh, my back is correct. Oh. 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 Not quite as good as yesterday's dinner, but a lot more hungry today, so it evens things out. What was I thinking to bring this much food? Not even gonna eat half of it. It's at a bit of an angle, but these two bags should help me from going in that hole. I'm gonna use the hammock to protect myself from the mosquitoes. funny how as soon as the sun comes up, all of the mosquitoes run and hide. Like some little bloodthirsty vampires.
Two hours later.
Unfortunately, no fishes were caught, but the show must go on. Still got lots to see. And if you're wondering what kind of fish I'm catching, it makes two of us. It's a first come first serve policy. Whatever catches onto the hook first gets to keep it. It's a miracle I still haven't lost the camera. I've been throwing it around this kayak for 3 days now without any safety measurements. But I did switch out the SD card before I started this morning, so at least we got that backed up. Well, unless my backpack falls in the water, then it's all gone. But let's stay positive. Playing with fire in water. Ooh. Okay, so on the way here I went around this little island, but now I'm gonna take a shortcut because there's a World War II hospital and an underground storage room and some other stuff to see, so I'm gonna do that and then do some more fishing at the car. Oh no, the fair is there. I've got to make it quick. See, that thing brought me here, but it might as well take me out. Okay, now I'm out of the ferry zone. I'm allowed to kayak wherever I want, am I? I think so. How can anyone own the sea? Well, they can't write a ticket to my unregistered boat, so I can do whatever I want. Another boat garage. Look at the fish. I don't think I've ever seen the sea so calm. And so clear. Look at this place. It's perfect. Why does it just end? You know what? I haven't done a back trip in ages, so might give that a try. I just hope my ears hold up. They aren't exactly a fan of cliff jumping anymore, is what I'm gonna say. It's deep enough for the boats, it's deep enough for me. Forgot how much I have to rotate. More than that. But at least the ears are holding up so far, so I'll give it another go. Oh. Good enough. My ears are cooked. place alone would be worth spending 3 days at. You got cliffs to jump, fish to catch, and a nice beach to camp. Okay, next up are gonna be some underground storage facilities, a hospital, maybe some bonus stuff that I'm not aware of. I'm gonna do that and then go through that tunnel and to my car. I mean, not a tunnel, a bridge. That's already it. Whoa, no. What the hell is even that? Please don't tell me that's a spider. Otherwise I might just die. I believe this was the Krankenhaus. Yeah, if you got your foot chopped off, at least you had a nice view. Yep, Bolnica Nove. There were 27 reported casualties here on the island, all of which were partisans. In reality there were probably more, but I guess they just didn't count anyone else but their own. Ooh, that's a big one. And those were the fuel storages. Let's play a game. Guess how many liters there is in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tanks like this one. I'm gonna say, I don't even know, 100,000. Probably way off, but that's my guess. What's yours? Leave your guess in the comments and I'm gonna skedaddle out of here. The air is really bad. Oh, breathe again. Okay, it's time to complete the circle. Back to the boat and to my car. Yeah, wait for me. I'm leaving this island tomorrow at the crack of dawn. My ferry is scheduled for 4 AM or something like that. So today evening is my last chance to catch a fish. And I'm not gonna let it slide. How do I know I'm below the height limit? Let's gamble it. Barely. So far I've caught a fish on every trip. So I'd be pretty upset if I broke that streak. It's two, by the way. There's a fisherman's grit. We're aiming for that. My knees, my back, everything's wrecked. Back where it all started. Okay, let's go see if the dumpster's still here. They are disappointed.